Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are studying the subject meticulously. This is the second video in which I will tell you about the economics of class 9, chapter 1, the story of village Palampur. In the last video, I have told you the brief background of the Palampur. In the chapter, it is said by the economist writer that the village Palampur is a hypothetical village. Hypothetical means a village which is practically not possible to exist. But to describe all the things of economics, to make you understand easily, the writer has treated this village as hypothetical and demonstrated all the economic terms in easy way so that you may get acquainted with these economic terms easily and in a position to move further. In the said video, today's video, I will tell you something about the village of Palampur, but of course ahead of the last video. Palampur is a well of village where the nearest town and one nearest village is situated, which is at a distance of 3 kilometers from Palampur. In Palampur, different modes, different types of transport are easily available. They are visible on the roads of village Palampur. Again, if you will move further in the chapter, you will find that the writer wants to show the factors of productions. Factors of productions means, as you know that in mathematics, factors are useful to come to a bigger amount. Likewise, in economics, the factors are also mentioned, the factors of productions. It means that it is not possible to start production without these inputs. One by one I will explain you can understand and see how they are useful in starting the production in any area. For example, land. This is the first raw material, first factor of production. Without land or without a space, it is not possible to start any kind of business. In this category, natural resources also comes like water, forest, minerals, etc. Next is labor. Labor means human capital. Without the intervention of human capital, it is not possible to start any kind of production. Whether they are laborers, they are supervisors, they are entrepreneurs, they are venturists, all these come into this laborers. Laborers may be skillful, unskilled. By the passage of time, laborers' skills gets enhanced. So this factor is most important, I feel, for starting production. Next is fiscal capital. Fiscal capital means capital which are useful to start business, to run the business. There are two types of capital, fixed capital. First is fixed capital and second is working capital. In the first category, the fixed capital is immovable assets, that assets which cannot move from one place to another place. For example, tools, machines, buildings, etc. If you see any factory, there you will find a number of machines are installed to run the business process. Buildings capture all these things. Land, machineries, these are treated as fixed capital. In the start of the business, these capitals are most important because no business will run without the help of these fixed capital. So fixed capital are very much important. Next is working capital. Working capital are also important. Working capital means to run the business on day to day basis, certain amounts, certain things are required. For example, cash in hand, bank balance, raw materials. Again, if you go deeper into the economics, you will find that raw materials have also been classified in three categories. First is raw materials, second is the materials in process. It means that the some materials are suppose are undergoing the machines, and third one is finished items may be put into the godowns. To be a successful businessman, one has to control over all these three types of raw materials. And fourth one is knowledge and enterprise. Suppose first three capitals are made provided to the production, but without knowledge and without enterprise, it is not possible to start the production. So every industry requires a special kind of enterprise, skill, etc. Suppose a person who is expert in computer technology, that person may not be useful in coal industry. Suppose a person who is skilled in electrical supply businesses, and that person is employed in teaching the students, he will not be successful. It means that for every segment, for every sector of industry, a special skilled type of laborer, skilled type of knowledge, technical know-how is very much important. I will not take much of your time. I conclude today's video. Whatever I have said in this video are totally based on the first two pages of this chapter. All of you are requested once again to go through the pages of the chapter Village Palampur of Economics NCERT book. One thing you should keep in mind is that if you do not go through the pages of the chapter, if you soon do not see my videos regularly, you cannot understand. But only just by passing the time, you cannot understand the concepts. How many persons have viewed my videos? As you know that this is a time of technology. In YouTube, I see that how many persons have viewed my videos. So view videos from time to time and try to understand the concepts I want to explain to you. Go through the books, go through the notes which I am providing to you on regular basis. All these things will be useful in getting the knowledge of economics. Economics is a very interesting subject, as well as in the coming days, if you have full control over the economics, then there is a lot of a scope of getting good opportunities in job all over the world. This is my personal suggestions. View my videos again and again. I would like to thank you at the end of this video. Thanks for watching.